Hey all, so I wanted to make a quick video showing you some of the stuff I've been working on in my own game. I'll be doing some more tutorial videos soon. So, so we've got here, my game's a multiplayer game. I've been just testing out some modular environments with one of the art packs off the asset store thingy for Unreal Engine. So you notice there's a couple of things actually. There's a sort of weird bug with Unreal Engine. Look at the guy on the other client end. That should not be happening. And it happens in other live streams and stuff when Unreal Engine does it. I submitted a bug and somebody said it wasn't a bug. Looks like a bug to me. Anyway, that's not the point. So one thing I've been working on is, first thing I suppose is just messing around with this environment art pack, making a couple of little sort of rooms and stuff just to test it out, to test out the modular idea. And I think that actually I'm pretty convinced I want to go with a modular approach, but this is a little bit too a certain way. The sort of art style is a little bit too sci-fi, I think. Obviously I've got no artist, so it doesn't really bode well for me either way, but I wanted to get to the point where I can prototype things, so I'm just using this modular art pack, and I'll prototype a few sort of scenes and just see how it plays out. So code-wise, I've been looking at stances. So one of the things I wanted to do was do nice transitions for stances. Now the transition from getting up to prone is, getting from prone to kneel isn't quite the way I want it yet, but so you can see that the camera does a sort of nice smooth interpolation for when the guy does this, and it works in first person sort of in a similar way really. But I kind of prefer doing it in first person, so that's the first thing. I've got a whole bunch of stances. There's a few more that I need to sort of figure out, and that's kind of got me thinking about cover mechanics and doing a cover system, you know, like so where you sort of snap to cover kind of thing. And that brings into the whole idea of like level design, and if it's going to be a cover based system, then I need to have stuff that can act as cover. But also obviously this table is too short. You know, do you snap to cover like this kind of thing? Should he be kind of stuck against it and then just pop out when he fires, that kind of thing? I'm not going to fire a lot in this video because the sound's kind of distracting. So that's the sort of world building stance stuff. If I kind of come over here, see that lighting's so annoying. You can see that it's obviously working in multiplayer, right? So I can get into the various stances and stuff. Which is kind of useful. So the other thing is that I've got a suppression mechanic. Now it is going to sound loud here, so you might want to turn your sound down a little bit, but I'm going to shoot at this guy and watch the other screen, the sort of client screen, and you should see now right now that effect hasn't got all of the effects that I want, but basically there's a suppression value that goes through the server that says how suppressed you are. You can see the sort of so you can see the debug output that I'm putting up there. And the idea of the suppression thing is to sort of reduce your vision if you're suppressed. So there's a sphere. I wonder if I could show collision. there's actually a sphere. You see this red sphere around this guy? And that is, if a shot goes through, essentially that means that he gets suppressed. Now, I'm not sure I quite like this way of doing things. I might change it so that the server does an angle calculation instead, but what it means is that you can be suppressed. You can like be behind cover, but somebody else can suppress you, and I think that's an important thing for, like, if you've got a squad and you want the squad to be able to sort of fire and get out of, have enemies shooting at them but still get away from it, then one of them could suppress while the others move and those kind of things. So I think it's an interesting thing for like squad-based gameplay, which is what I'm going for. And on that, actually, I've been doing quite a lot of research in terms of like what the gameplay is going to be like. I wanted to do a really slow-paced tactical game, like the old Rainbow Sixes and the old kind of Ghost Recons and that kind of thing, and SWAT 4 and that. So it's going to be heavily sort of AI-based, heavily based around sort of squads and suppression and being kind of careful. So the next mechanic I'm working on is the old mirroring Opti-1 thing from SWAT 4, so that you can, like, you know, go around, look around corners without exposing yourself and that kind of thing. I'm probably also going to look at a cover system so that, like, selecting cover, cover for AI as well, but selecting cover and being able to fire from it and that kind of thing is an interesting sort of thing to work on, so I'll probably be working on that. So that's it for this video. Hopefully it gave you some information about the game, but it's still early doors. I'd really like to work with an artist on more modular environment stuff that's more fitting, I think, but hey ho, can't have everything. I'm thinking of going sort of Mass Effect style, like, for some of their more open environments, so hopefully I'll get something like that put together soonish. So I'll see you next time, and I'll put up some more tutorial videos very soon. Thanks for watching.